We're going to be covering 2 ways to say something, somewhere, and someone, starting with the basic way and then going to I guess a little more advanced, but also a simpler way. So first, let's talk about the basic way. You just take a question word, and then if the question word ends with a consonant, you attach e, followed by a nian if it doesn't, and then ka. And that's it. That's the basic way. So let's start with how to say something. Well, we need the question word for what thing, and that would be the word what, which could be either 무엇 or 뭐. Now, what is much less common. You'll see it in more like formal speech, but let's do it anyway. It ends in a consonant, so we attach e, followed by a nian and ka, 무엇인가. Or this one, 뭐, doesn't end in a consonant, so we just attach a nian to the bottom and ka, and we're done, 뭔가. So either of these, this one's better, more common, means something. For example, you could say 뭔가를 먹고 싶어요. So I want to eat 먹고 싶어요. I want to eat something. And you just use it like any regular noun. So here we've added the object marker, but you didn't have to. You can use it in any way you want. 뭔가를 먹고 싶어요. So I want to eat something. 어디 means where, so we can attach a nian, 가. 어딘가 means somewhere. So we can say we saw it somewhere. 봤어요. So I saw it at somewhere. I saw it somewhere. 어딘가에서 봤어요. I saw it somewhere. We can do someone with the word who. So 누군가. Now we have someone. 누군가를 만났어요. I met 누군가를 만났어요. I met someone. And I'll give you one more bonus word. You can also use 언제, meaning when, and we can do the exact same thing here too. 언젠가, sometime. For example, 언젠가 할 거예요. So I will do it, 할 거예요. 언젠가 할 거예요. I'll do it sometime. So now what if you forget this form? Well, don't. I mean, actually, you don't need to use the form. All you need to do is memorize those 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess maybe 5 if you include the 2 versions of what. Just memorize those words separately and you'll be fine. And that is the basic way to do it. But I said there's a slightly more advanced but also simpler way to do the same thing. This second way I'm going to teach you is faster to say, has the same meaning. However, there is a small downside, and that is this second way needs context. And there's one more difference, and that is the emphasis will be different when you're using this second form. Otherwise, it also will not have the correct meaning. So let me show you the first one and then we'll talk about that. So let's say we want to make something just like before. We start with our word for what, and now we're actually done. This is also the word for something. Let's say I ate something. 먹었어요. 뭐 먹었어요. I ate something. But I said that the emphasis is different when you want to use this word to mean something. It's different than when you're using it to mean what. And you can do this exact same thing with the other question words I'm going to show you. And the way that you can tell is going to be the emphasis. So for example, if I were to say 뭐 먹었어요? That means what did you eat? 뭐 먹었어요? What did you eat? But if I put the emphasis on something else besides this word, that's usually going to be the verb, 먹었어요. In this case, then this word transforms into meaning something. 뭐 먹었어요. I ate something. 뭐 먹었어요? Did you eat something? 뭐 먹었어요? What did you eat? Again, if you want it to mean its question word, emphasize the question word. Otherwise, if you do not emphasize the question word in a sentence or in a question, then it's not going to mean that. It's going to mean something. So let's go over these again. 뭐 먹었어요? What did you eat? 뭐 먹었어요? Did you eat something? 뭐 먹었어요? I ate something, or someone else ate something. So let's look at the other 2 words, somewhere and someone next. 어디 means where, but 어디 without emphasis on it means somewhere. 어디 갔어요? Where did you go? Or where did someone go? 어디 갔어요? Where did you go? 어디 갔어요? Did they go somewhere? Notice the emphasis is different. In this case, it's on the verb, 어디 갔어요? Instead of 어디 갔어요? So that emphasis will change the meaning of your sentence. And again, it doesn't have to be a question. You can also use this as a regular statement. 어디 갔어요? They went somewhere. If you really want to be annoying, someone could be like, where'd they go? And you're like, yeah, they went somewhere. They'll be like, no, where'd they go? Oh, yeah, they went somewhere. Just don't tell anyone I told you that. We can also do the same thing with 누구 for who, though there will be a small exception for this one. 누구 means who, but it can also mean someone. 누구 만났어요? Did you meet someone? 누구 만났어요? Who did you meet? Or 누구 만났어요? I met someone. Again, emphasizing the word will make it mean that question word again, and not emphasizing that word will make it mean some. Now, there is a small exception for this. Normally, if you're using 누구 with the subject marker, like you were going to say 누구 plus 가, you wouldn't normally get 누구가, you would actually just get 누가. So if you're using this word to mean someone, and you need to have that someone doing something with the subject marker, then you'll also use the word 누가 instead of 누구. Like if you were to say 누가 이미 했어요? Who already did it? 누가 이미 했어요? Someone already did it. So again, this isn't a special exception because this is normal when you're using 누구 anyway. Just remember it also applies to this. And I'll give you one more. 언제 also works for this too. You can use it to mean when, if you emphasize it, or sometime. You could say like 언제 밥 한 번 같이 먹자. 언제, not when, but sometime 밥 한 번 같이 먹자. So let's eat together sometime. And again, just remember that this requires context. If you just go up to someone and say 누구, that does not mean someone. It means who. So you have to have context. You have to have the sentence to give it a different emphasis. Otherwise, it doesn't have this extra meaning. So what about you? Which of these versions do you use in your sentences? Do you use the basic way or do you use the simpler way? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in another episode. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.